Hey folks, how's it going? This is Rose from In Rose's Garden, and we are going to open up a couple of my latest orders that I just got. My orders are a little bit few and far between these days because I have been I had my surgery, so we haven't I haven't ordered a lot of things recently. So, but I have ordered these few things. Hi, Chris. Anyway, one of them is from Titis Trinkets and Treasures. It's my bead order from uh, 2 weeks ago um, because she holds herself, hi Kimberly, every other week, and she just had one last night. So that is what one of these is. The other is an order from Auntie's Beads. Now, just before I ordered these, I said that I was grounding myself from buying beads, and then I bought these. And one of my bead group said, "Thought you were grounded from buying beads." And I said, "Well, yeah, but they're not beads; they're findings. You know, those consumable things we always use and we always have to have." That's technically not true. There's a few other odds and things in there too. Hi, Beth. So anyway, we're going to turn down in a few minutes, and we'll look at these two little orders, and we'll go over them, see what everybody thinks of them when we get there. Like I said, the Auntie's Beads is mostly findings like leather crimp-ins and that kind of thing. Some of those things. Hey, Dorothy, that you seem to always need, but if you're not careful, they're not around when you need them. So you got to be careful of that. And I think I have everything in, hopefully, everything I need in here. So, okay, why is my chat not coming up here? Let's get it going. There we go. So anyway, this is my order from Beth here, from Heather here, TT's Trinkets and Treasures. So let's turn down and we'll take a look at these. Auntie's does have great findings, don't they, Dorothy? Hey, Debbie. So now Kathy Ryan had asked me about making a chakra bracelet because I was wearing mine yesterday. I put it on in the afternoon. After I had my little incident in the morning, hoping that maybe my chakras just need aligned a little bit. So, so I have been thinking about that, and I think we might make one tomorrow. But instead of just making a stretch bracelet or just a straight beaded bracelet, if I can find my large hole chakra beads, if I remember where they're at, I think we'll make a macrame chakra bracelet with the silver rat tail that we got at Michael's the other day. Let's see if I can find it so I can show you. Yeah. So with this silver rat tail, I think it would look really cool, the chakra beads on this. So I think that's what we'll do tomorrow. So let's turn down. We'll look first at my order from TT's Trinkets and Treasures, and then we'll get my Auntie's Beads stuff out, and we'll look at that. So here we go, guys. Be prepared. We're going to do a turn here. There we go. All righty. Sorry about that little whoopsie there. Anyway, here is my order from TT's Trinkets and Treasures. It's not a very large order, as I said, but, you know, it's got some really nice things in here nonetheless. Now, this is a free gift Heather sent me. She asked me about something the other day, and I tried to help her out with it. So I think this is the Blue Botswana Agate, and boy, is that a pretty bead. So this is my free gift. So I'm going to put that aside over here. Then here is my order itself. Now, like I said, I didn't get a lot of things, only like 5 or 6 items. But there's some pretty nice items in here. So the first on my list is A+ grade mother of pearl barrel beads, 5 by 7 millimeters. This strand cost me, ooh, one's loose. This strand cost me $15. I don't know if any of the rest of them are loose. We don't want them to be loose, so be careful there. But aren't those pretty? Look at the flash of the shell on that. Isn't that pretty? So I really like a barrel bead, and I thought these little ones would be ideal for going into with a few spacers here and there between some other beads. I think they'll be really pretty that way. And come back here, you little loose bugger. So back in your baggie. Anyway, I think these are gorgeous. A Ceylon is more of a thread. Rat tail is more of well, it's multiple threads. It's like something that's been woven. Actually, I have both around here. Let me get my Ceylon out here so I can show you what my Ceylon looks like. I don't use this very often, but here's the roll of Ceylon. See how it's just it is a woven thread as well, but it's still more or less a thread. And since we're going to use this tomorrow, I'll just open it up. Rat tail is more of a cord than a thread. See the difference in size? So and rat tail comes in other sizes as well. This is a 1.5, and you could, I think the one I used for that yellow macrame bracelet I made when I was back in April when I was on vacation, I think that was a 3 if I remember right. So anyway, there's my the Ceylon is just a more or less a not much bigger than a heavy duty thread. So there's my mother of pearl. Put this aside. Next up is 5 millimeter Tibetan sandalwood. It cost me $9 for the strand. So this is the full strand. It's a big one. It's also got a mala here on the end of it. So you could leave this together as a necklace if you wish to, or in yoga studios they use these to pray with. So, but that's the. It's even got some beautiful knots down there holding this in place. But that's the sandalwood, and they do smell good. They're very pretty. That is 5 millimeter. Then the next one is 8 millimeter. I did a split on that because it cost $9.50 for even just the split, which is quite a few beads nonetheless. And they're 8 millimeter. So there's the 8 millimeter. And again, they have that lovely smell. So it's getting a little warm in my house here. I may have to open the door up a little bit. It's been storming since yesterday, so I wasn't sure what it would be like. All right, where are you? Did you fall out of the package? The next one is supposed to be a flat oval focal bead. No, it's not in here. Now I know it was here. I saw it yesterday. but it's not showing up here on my table. I don't think I took it out, but I'm not seeing it. This is very, very strange. Oh, well, we'll skip over it. And the last item was a split of the 8mm purple tiger eye. Cost me $10. I think these are really pretty. Tiger's eye. Where they'd normally have the yellowy is purple. So it's very gorgeous. It was here yesterday, Heather, so don't worry about it. It's here at the house somewhere, because I had it yesterday. I'm just not sure where it went to, if I dumped it out here somewhere and it just dropped somewhere, or if it's, or when I carried it over here from the other counter, if I dropped it out. It's the agate, the flat-banded agate focal, but it was in here yesterday, so I know it's here. I just, it's just a matter of where the heck did you get off to in the meantime? So I will have to look for that. But so anyway, this order cost me $53, and it wasn't a huge order, but the things in here were really, really nice. I really like them. So it's not really missing, just missing from the mat. Exactly. I have it. I opened these up yesterday. I looked at them. I know it's here. I seriously remember, because I looked at this agate that was in the package of freebies that Heather sent me, and I thought, ooh, look at that gorgeous thing. Isn't that gorgeous? And it's obviously still here. So the other's got to be around here somewhere. It's just, where did I knock it out at? Is it sitting over on my little table by my desk, or is it on the floor somewhere? Did the kitties play with my packaging during the night when I wasn't paying attention? Wouldn't be the first time. And so it's here. I know it's here. You missed the whole unboxing. Oh, I'm sorry, Heather. I do love that blue Botswana agate. That is absolutely stunning. I really appreciate that gift. Now, this is my order from Auntie's Beads. Again, it's not the hugest order in the world, and it's not the most exciting order in the world, because most of it is findings. But there's some really nice things in here, just the same. So, but amongst my stuff was this lovely card. It was inside my package that said June savings for Auntie's Beads Direct. And there are codes in here for extra stuff. I'm not going to give them to you because apparently they work all month long. But if you order from Auntie's Beads through June, you'll get one of these cards with some coupons on it. So coupons are always a lovely thing to have. I love coupons. So let's get our list out here. And I'm just going to dump this package, and we'll find the things as we go along here. And I'm going to have to look around and see where that bead went to, because it really upsets me that it's gone. But like I said, it's not gone. It's just not here. It's in the house. I saw it, so I know it's here. But the first thing on my list is 2 antique silver large connectors with flowers. I saw these, and I wasn't going to buy any bead things at all, but these are really, really pretty. I've got 2, so we only need to look at 1. But I thought, oh man, look at this. Isn't this beautiful? This baby out, and it was only 99 cents. But see the filigree with the flower? And it's got a bow in it, so it'll make a great bracelet focal. And I thought, ooh, and I could paint the flowers. And I think this is going to be a really, really pretty bracelet. So I got 2 of those. And the next thing on the list is the copper-plated slide lock clasp, 2-strand. for 99 cents. I got 2 of these. I'm not seeing the second one right up on top, so we aren't going to worry about it till it floats up to the top somewhere. But these are the 2-hole 2-strand slide connectors, which I really like. They slide in and out of the tube like this. So I got 2 of the copper ones. Like I say, the second one's in here somewhere in this pile. When we come upon it, we'll pull it out. And the next thing is this big guy. Antique brass with patina sea turtle pendant, 55 by 37 millimeters. He was $1.30. Check him out. Isn't he cool? Again, another thing I wasn't going to get, but I like turtles so much that I decided, well, you know, he's a turtle. So the kitties, yes, that quite easily could be the kitties, Dorothy. Hi, Bonnie. You need one of these, the turtles? Well, they were $1.30 at Auntie's Beads. Its code is BCB0801 if you want to go look for one. I don't know if you've ever shopped at Auntie's Beads before, Kimberly, but they're really good. They have really good prices, especially when they're having their sale in their sale area. So, yeah, he was $1.38, $1.30. Why I want to say $1.38, I don't know. But next is some 2 packages of antique silver petal bead caps, 6 millimeter. They're a package of 24.80 cents. I got 2 packages of these, and I really like these. I think these are, we've had some sort of like these from Bargain Bee Box. See? Little petal bead caps. But they are a beautiful bead cap. I really like them. In fact, they're small enough. I might put them in with the silver ones of the earrings I'm making for my nurses. So next is, oh yes, wildfire. A spool of wildfire. I was almost out of wildfire. They had this on sale for $7.99, so I grabbed up a new spool of wildfire. Like I say, I was almost out. My regular spool has only got just a teeny weeny bit left on it. And I'm like, no, that doesn't work. I don't do a lot of beading where I need wildfire at, but when I do need it, I need it. Wildfire is perfect for if you're like making beaded tassels and stuff. That comment was the filigree with the flowers. That was only 99 cents. This guy? Yeah, he's only 99 cents. Isn't he pretty? So definitely check him out. Okay, next is antique silver large hole hammered beads, 2 packages, package of 10 for 99 cents. Oops. That's these guys. Got 2 packages of those in here somewhere too. I don't know why they call them hammered. They do have a texture on them, but I wouldn't call them hammered. It's more like a swirl. Well, I guess you could call it hammered. It's just got little niches out of it. But I thought these would be great for some larger leather or rat tail or something like that. Next is 1 package of antique silver Wishes Do Come True charms, 20 millimeter, package of 5 for 99 cents. That's these guys. And these are really pretty. Now, are they 2-sided? Why, yes. Yes, they are. Cool. So it says wishes do come true across the bottom and then has a dandelion blowing. So they're pretty cool. And they are 2-sided. I just checked that out. So they're both the same. And they come in a package of 5 for 99 cents. So 20 cents a piece. Really good price. Next is 4 antique brass oval pendants with the fairies, 42 by 27. They're a package of 2. They were 99 cents. I've gotten these ones before, and when they were still there, I made it a point to lap them up because these will be great for my fairy festival, which is my first festival I'll be going back to after I've had my surgery. So she's a really pretty little fairy. And of course, I will be painting these. And I think it said I got 4 of these packages of 2. I'm planning on putting one of the pair on some fairy ears. So I think they'll be really cool on there, especially after I paint them. There's the other one right there. So that's all 4 of them. Yep. Next is 3 multi-strand gold-plated slide clasps. They were $1.25 a piece. Oh, there's the other copper one. It can go into the bag now. So this is the gold one. And I got 3 of these because you never can tell when you need one, and I want a few around. So when I do need them, I have them. I love this kind of a clasp. It's really nice. Separates your strands out really good so you don't have to pull them back together again. So I got 3 of those. So there's number 2 right there. I don't see number 3, but we will find it before we're done here, obviously. So next is 3 round fluted slide lock clasps, 2 strands silver plated. That's these guys right here. There's another one of them right there. Put that in the bag. And there's another one in here somewhere, which we will find, but not right this second. So these ones, the silver one, they say fluted, and that's because they have this cool twist on the base of them, which I think is really neat looking. Of course, the inside one doesn't. It doesn't need it. It's going to hide, but it makes a nice decoration. Now, when I saw these, and then my, not the turtle, the other one. Come here, you. I thought, oh, cool. 2 holes, 2 holes. Perfect. Now I just have to decide what I want to use for beads. Hey, Georgina. Oh, good to hear it. So I got 3 of these. So I now have some slider clasps. I probably had some around the house, but you never can tell. And I really don't like having to search for them constantly. So slider clasps. Next up, 10 leather crimp ends ring gold plated 9.3 by 3.4 packages of 2. Oh, by the way, the slide clasps, the gold ones were $1.25 and the silver ones were $1.20 a piece. Now these crimp ends, I bought 10 packages of the gold leather ones at 99 cents a package. See, that's GP 142. This is 5.8. This is the next one, not this one. 5.7. Okay, it's 5.7. That's the smaller size here. There's 2 in a package, and I got 10 packages, so I got all kinds of them in here. Oh, there's the other fluted flowers. But anyway, a lot of the packaging in here are these little leather crimp ends. In fact, most of what we have left is leather crimp ends, just various sizes. So then after that, we have 2 leather crimp ends gold, which are 10.2 by 4.5. That's these guys right here that I just had in my hand. As you can see, these are a little bigger than the other ones were. They have a much bigger hole. So 2 of those. Then I got 6 of the silver plated leather crimp ends. 256, that's these. And these are a package of 4. And they were 99 cents for the package of 4. Now this is the smaller size, 2.5. So I have a couple of those. Actually, it says I got 6 packages of these. So all these packages are in here are quite a few of that's the 7s. This is the 6 we're looking for. 7. Here's the 6. But I really love these particular style of crimp ends. You know, if you haven't seen me make a leather bracelet with them, you just put a dab of Loctite in there, slide your leather up into there until it's up here at the edge where you can see it, and then squish these little metal pieces down that are in the middle, and that locks them in place as well as. So, and then we got 6 also of the silver plated 9.3 by 3.4, which is 5/7. So these are, again, the littler ones. So we got 6 of those. And then I got 4 of the larger ones, the leather crimp in with ring 10.2 by 4.5. Those were 80 cents a package. That's these bigger ones here. See how much bigger those are than the other ones that we had? So, and I think that's everything here except for this one piece here. The rest of these packages are all the crimp ends that I just didn't locate all the odds and ends ones. So, or, well, actually there's this other slide clasp right here too. So that's what we've got here. Amongst all of these are my leather crimps. So I got lots of leather crimps. That's what I actually went over there for in the first place, was to see if they had any on their sale, and they did. So of course I nabbed up a whole bunch. But my last thing on my list here is satin cord, 2mm turquoise satin cord. And this is of course a rat tail. And it's a really pretty color, and it was on sale for $1.50 for this big spool. It's 5 yards, 2mm satin cord, and it's a very, very pretty color. I think they had a few other colors. I just wanted to see if I liked this when I purchased it, and I do. It's very gorgeous, so I don't think I'm going to have a problem using that. And so that is the remainder of this order. That, like I said, mainly findings, because hey, you got to have them. No findings, no putting things together. So I truly got some really cool things. I really, really care for that rat tail. I wish I'm going to have to go back over to the site and see if they have any other colors left. Oh my, that has only taken us a half hour, guys. What are we going to do with ourselves? Hey, Sid. So, as I said, I've been doing up my little pieces for my nurses. This is the necklace pieces are all done, and I put the pearls in the dish for making the earrings up. So I've got them in lots of different colors, so that nobody's going to be quite the same as far as color is concerned. This dark gray, I didn't have a small, so I used this coppery colored, brownish colored one. And same with this yellow, I didn't have a small, so I used this lighter brown colored with it. So then, of course, we'd already finished our pale purple and the light gray with the mauve and a red one. So I've got 3 sets entirely finished. And I have to finish up these other 6s. I got to make the earrings for those. Spacer lady. Yeah. So get around to those one of these days soon, once I feel a little bit more mobile. I am feeling more mobile than I was yesterday, thank God, but what did I just do with those pieces I just got? But I'm very definitely going to use this and one of the silver sliders. And of course the silver sliders are in amongst all these wonderful... Oh, there we go, I saw it. Silver sliders to make a bracelet here. But I want to paint this flower. I'm trying to decide what color I want to paint it. Guess first what I should think about is what beads am I going to put with it. Because obviously I didn't buy any beads from this set. I am thinking those two are large holes, that's why I popped them back in there. This is some of my remaining beads from my Softflex kit, Diamonds Are a Girl's Best Friend. Now, if I'm going to use these particular beads, darn, I think I'm going to be one shy of this thought. No, 6. No, yep, 8 over here. So no, that's not going to work. So we'll have to, you guys have to come out. It won't work. You don't have enough of you. Well, actually, I guess I should even see how long that will end up being when I put it like this. I wish I had some more of these little guys too, but I don't, so. Take these. I really like these, but I wonder if it would be better just to, if we have enough, to just do this. We still have 2 of these crystals in here too. Thought I'd used all those up, but I guess not. But there's only 2, so it doesn't do any good. It's truly a pity we don't have some more of these ones, because if I had, I only needed 1 more and I could just put them with be pretty, but we don't have enough. So guess I need to find out for sure how much I need of things as it is. So you guys come out, you go over here. And then I probably want to use some spacers, obviously, because it's me. And we just did get those pretty flower spacers. We might as well put those to use. think what I'm thinking of is, if I can get this to be long enough, that is. I'm not sure it will be. This guy. And then, of course, it would be on one side around our big bracelet bar, like so. And then come over to here. So how long would this end up being? So that's just don't think it's going to be long enough is the problem. I think we need a little bit of something more, but I just don't. Well, I'm going to sit this up here, and I'm going to, since it looks like I'm looking at pink beads, I think I'm going to make my flower here be pink. This pink, unfortunately, is losing a lot of its oomph. You want to know another trick for painting on stuff? Some people don't even think about it. Now let's see if I've got it here. Here it is. Fingernail polish. Works great. I have tried to use the paint pins with white and they just won't work. When you spray the Krylon on to protect them from the paint coming off, the paint comes off. I don't know what it is, but every time that I have tried to use white, so then I decided, well, I'm going to try some white fingernail polish since there's all kinds of weird colors of fingernail polish anymore. I know when I was a kid, it was outlandish to wear blue, let alone any other of the odds and end colors that people wear nowadays. Um, so, but the fingernail polish works pretty darn good. So. Thanks. Will it peel off if I don't spray it? Yeah, it probably would, but I'm going to spray it with Krylon after a bit and to protect it, and that'll keep it from coming off so easily. That's the red one. I don't want red. Come on, where's the yellow one? Whoop. There it is. Oh, that's the unused yellow one. Come on, baby. There we go. This is a paint pen. It's actually honest to God paint. And because I like my daisy-like flowers to have yellow centers, I'm just going to dab a little yellow right in the middle here. And since I am putting some yellow in here, I suppose I could see if I could find some little yellow crystals to add a little bit something to our pink ones there to add a little something else to it. So there we go. Let that dry for a while. Oh, so this is going to be our bracelet bar. It'll sit just like so. And like I say, I think we'll find some little yellow ones maybe to go in there too. I think add a little bit of accent. Another thing you could do is in this packaging here, there are also still there's some big black crystals right here, or there's some, do I have two of those? Yes, I do. And then there's also the big pave ones, if you wanted to use those. And you could take your beads and come through here, and when you get to this spot right here, instead of put this aside so you don't mar it up while it's still wet, you could put one of these guys on here and then bring those others in the other side, and then you could bring the two strands in together right here. If I do that, I'd want some seed beads or something really tiny right here to bring it together. Maybe just some little ball spacers or something like that, which I have here somewhere, but I'm not sure where they're at. Take this baby back out and then put and if you preferred the pave to that little the black one, you could do it that way. Then you'd bring in a second line from the other side, then they'd split again, go up to our bracelet bar. Two. Not sure I like that black one in there. It's too dark, I think, but so I don't think we're going to finish making this bracelet today. I think I'm going to take this out in a bit and spray it, so that I still have to spray this little guy too, so he won't peel off either. His paint won't rub off. So those two are going to need sprayed. But it gives us some idea of what we can do with these. Like I say, you can take your two arms, bring them together if you wanted to, either with like this crystal or the pave, like so. And though the pave has a bigger circumference, since it's round as opposed to flat like this one, which means it's going to take up more space on your wrist. It might match in better with the rest of what we're working on, though. So and if I were to use this one, I'd probably put some more, another bead cap or a spacer here on either side of our pave here. And again, we might want something, some little yellow crystals right here too, so it brings the yellow from our flower over into our band here. Sure. See if I can get it easily, that is. Ugh. I have a crystal spacer on the ground down here. Oh, here you. Bing. So I use either Krylon Crystal Clear or Rust-Oleum Gloss Clear. Either one works well. They're a coating like, especially the Rust-Oleum is one, they use for outdoor furniture and stuff. So seals, protects, revitalizes. So either one of these two work really good for sealing things. Unfortunately, to seal them right now, I have to go down a step. And my knee is not going to do that. Oh, yes, that's very true, Cynthia. Gila bead in the middle there would work really well too, because they are two holes in the first place. So you could just put one on either. Did I get some pink Tila beads the other day in something? I think I did, but I can't remember what. Whoa, losing things. You get back up here. You love all that pink? Yeah, it's really pretty, isn't it? So, ooh. I am going to take all of these pieces. This is the bracelets piece that I have decided we're going to use on this bracelet once I get around to getting it put together, because it's not happening right now. And I'm going to put them in the bag with the slider piece so that we can do that later. And I'm going to put the possibles in there too, like I said. So since I'm not exactly sure what I want to do right now for sure with it, but these are all possibles. So we'll just put all of these into this little baggie. Along with you. And so those are going to be, like I say, this has to be sprayed. I may have my husband do it when he gets home from work, so that it's done and we can do it at a later time. Like I said, I'm going to find my chakra beads tonight. We're going to make a macrame chakra bracelet tomorrow. And I really haven't decided on what I'm going to do for the members live this afternoon. So, yeah. So anyway, like I said, if you got lots of fingernail polish in various colors, fingernail polish works great for spraying, for painting stuff too. But I always seal my stuff, even things that I'm told, oh, they don't really need to be sealed. I will seal it just to be on the safe side, because you never can tell. And I get a little antsy about worrying about whether the paint's going to rub off or anything, though I've had barrettes that I've been wearing for years that I've painted that the paint is still there, so I probably shouldn't worry about it too much. So I'm going to turn us up. We can talk for a few minutes. It's almost the hour, and I know I usually go over by quite a bit, but let's face it, these days my knee doesn't want to stay put in one place all the time for very long. So anyway, there we go. That is my order from Titis Trinkets and Treasures and from Auntie's Beads. And then we painted this pretty little filigree piece with some pink fingernail polish. So, yeah, if you want to paint something, you got fingernail polish around your house, use it. It works fine. I do always suggest sealing anything though, because I don't trust that it will stay, though it's supposed to, they say it will. I'm not the most trusting person in the world though, so as far as things like that are concerned, I'd rather be positive. You have a wall of nail polish and you just found a new use for it. Yeah, works great. Just make sure you seal it to make sure it won't chip off. Rust-Oleum, it was originally, which I use for my sealer, was originally made to paint outdoor furniture when you're rehabbing it. So it's a really great sealer for any of your paints and stuff, and you really don't have to worry about it chipping off too much because of it. So you have plenty of nail polish too, Dorothy? Yeah. And like I say, when we were kids, anyway, when I was a kid, you could barely get a color that wasn't pink or red. Maybe like a orange, corally orange color, but it was pretty basic colors. Nowadays, you can just about get any color under the sun in nail polish. So, and it doesn't have to be an expensive one. I've got some of these that I use. Actually, this one, here's a white. This is the white I use, and I got this at Dollar Tree. So it doesn't have to be expensive. Anything but, actually. I also have some silver here that I got from Dollar Tree. I use those for when I'm painting unicorns, because you know the unicorn's horn and footprints or feet um, are um, oh yeah, even colors that change. I've seen those. I've never used one, but I've seen them. But I don't have a lot of nail polish because I used to polish my fingernails, but it's been a long time since I bothered. But I do use the nail polish for paint. It works fine. So, especially the white works a lot better than a lot of the paints that you can get, because for some reason, when you try to seal the white paints, it washes it right off. It just won't stick. And I've never understood that because it works fine with other colors, but the white, no. But the white nail polish works just dandy. so so anyway, I use this silver for doing the horns and hooves on the unicorn pieces when I'm putting them in my hair barrettes or something. So anyway, guys, it's just a few minutes after my hour. I am going to take a little break here and let's see about getting me some lunch after a bit. But in the meantime, I'm just going to take a little break and then we see if I can find the agate that fell out somewhere from my Titis Trinkets and Treasures box, and we'll see you members at 1 o'clock. Well, 1 o'clock my time, which would be like what, 2 for Central, 3 for East Coast, and noon. Go put my knee up. Yes, that's exactly what I'm going to do, Chris. And ice it so it's had its daily portion of ice. And this is the first time since I've been sick that I went the whole hour. That's very true. So, but we did get our hour in, and we will, though I didn't get anything made, though I did show you how to make some stuff, and we debated some things, and then, sometime this evening, I'll go find my large hole chakra beads so we can, and my macrame board is right here beside me. So we can make our macrame chakra bracelet tomorrow. And I think that will turn out pretty. Anyway, I sure hope so. So we'll see you all later. As far as members are concerned, I'll see you in a few hours. And everybody else, I'll see you tomorrow morning at our regular time. So this has been Rose from In Rose's Garden. We'll see you all later. Bye-bye.